Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield post-game podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show following the Angels come from behind victory in a game that shouldn't have been a come from behind, but we'll take it. And it's one of those after last night's very, very, very frustrating watch as they lost in extra innings, and it was just a clusterfuck on so many levels. At least tonight, the Angels come away with a victory in an improbable situation, which, look, I was messaging Jack Sports from Instagram. He was going back and forth with me. We were talking in the last few innings, and it was just one of those games where he brought up a very good point. This isn't the best Tampa Bay team. This isn't the very best Boston team, yet somehow, some way, they have been sticking with us. They've been beating us with very, lesser known rosters in previous past teams, and their pitching isn't all that great. And this looked like, hey, the Angels win the first game of the series and then proceed to drop the last three. And especially after last night's loss, you kind of were like, man, I hope this team can flip the script, change the page, or turn the page and get going. And they kind of did today. And we're going to go through the scoring. The Angels win 5-4 in 9 innings, not 13, with 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. The Tampa Bay had 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Now, I'm going to say one thing real quick, and I know he's injured right now, and that's Michael Stefanik. He's been a little bit of a favorite of mine, and I've been checking up on him. I want him to get a roster spot, and he's one of those guys who I consider play the kids, let the kids play type mentality for this Angels team. And I think Ron Washington would do a lot of good with him. The knock on him was, hey, man, he makes too many errors, like this and that. I never saw it last year or the year before when he came up briefly. And it was always like, hey, we got a solid defense behind him. And so far this season's team has been very good defensively, outside of Louis Renifo at second base. So the guy that he's been making errors made another error tonight, which was costly, but not as much to lose a game. Now, I'm not going to focus on the negative. There's a lot of positive in this game. There's a lot of positive to get out of this one. That's for sure. Just like I like to get the positivity out of John Stamos. But the Angels get the lead early in this game, which is the top of the first. And guess who did it? Your favorite Star Wars action figure, your favorite Jedi himself, Han Solo, baby. Mike Nelson Solo hit a home run again to make it 1-0 Angels. And the Angels were like, it's okay. Our approach to start the game, that should be enough for you, Detmers. You're just that damn good. And unfortunately, Detmers, again, for a start, if you look at his numbers, he went 5 1/3, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. Again, you're not able to get to that 5th inning throwing those many pitches. As far as he threw 90 tonight, 60 for strikes, 30 for balls, but it seemed like he threw 30 more balls because he was always either going 0-2 then 3-2 or 0-2 then 2-2. He was kind of messing around in the outside the zone instead of just going with his kill pitch. And also what played a part was, again, for the third straight night and for this entire freaking road trip, bad umpiring. The strike zone was all over the place. Strikes that were called 2 batters early or weren't called for the next 3 or 4. It's very weird how the strike zone has been. So I don't blame Detmers on that, but he had to overthrow himself a little bit more, else he should have gone longer in the game. He only got, like I said, charged for 1 run. You're only giving up 1 walk. He's pitching to ace stuff right now, and who cares about the strikeouts? He doesn't need 10 of them. In this game, he got 4, but that's okay. He pitched to contact, kept the ball down, and Tampa really couldn't do much with him. He got out of only 1 or 2 jams, and this would have been his 4th victory of the season in 4 starts. Keep in mind, Detmers in 3 seasons pitching in the big leagues, even with that no-hitter, has never won more than 7 games in his career, in his short career. So he's well on his way, even though he got the no decision tonight. He's easily going to pass his career high in wins this year before the All-Star break. That's just my opinion. I think Detmers is going to wind up at the All-Star break with about 10 or 11 wins. You could book it. And I think he's going to finish the season, if he stays healthy, with about 17 to 19 wins. Mark it. I think he's going to put up a Chuck Finley type season. With that being said, they led 1-0, but it didn't last long. Second inning, Tampa again put together that rally. They were able to get a sacrifice fly to score a run, and it was 1-1, and it stayed 1-1 till the 5th inning when the Angels dropped another run. That was Rendon singling Shonowell. And Shonowell, who's that guy? This is the first time we've seen him this season, because outside of that home run he hit earlier in the season, he's literally done nothing. And he was like 4 for 43, but somehow, some way, I don't know, the benching, the talking, the extra batting practice, man, I just remember this team never doing batting practice under Smoking Joe and under Numbnuts Nevin, but that's practice makes perfect. I've heard that somewhere in my life before, but not as an Angel fan, because of our managers and coaches were dumb as dirt before this current staff. But whatever they did with Shonowell, it worked. And look at his at-bats, first of all. He just, again, what have I been saying since day one? What have I been saying since preseason? Just put the barrel on the ball and see what happens. Those bats, those swings that he was doing, did nothing in those first 43 bats look alike. Nothing what he did tonight looked like any of those 4 for 43 at bats, because he wasn't trying to drive the ball. That is not his freaking game. His game is just put the barrel of the bat on the ball and shoot it to left, shoot it to right, and just take what the pitcher gives you. He doesn't need that sexy home run. That's not him. He was trying to do that too much, and look what happened. He adjusted his swing, and magically, look at the game he has. 3 hits tonight. And Rendon, I'm going to get into Rendon. So the Angels took a 2-1 lead, and then you're still not satisfied with that. Again, Reed Detmers is kind of laboring, got into the 6th inning, but had to be lifted for Adam Simber, who did a great job of holding down the fort, not allowing a run. And then Renifo get to center field, scores a run. It's 3-1. Actually, Simber held him to a 1 run in that inning, as Rosarina got the single to make it 3-2. But again, Renifo's double was huge. Opposite field, when he's hitting good, he goes the other way. But the problem was, and again, I don't know if there's a mic that travels down to the dugout. I don't know if certain Perry Manassian or any of these analytic nerds call down to Ron and say, well, listen, you have 13 pitchers on the staff. You have a bullpen of 8. This guy, and that guy can't pitch. They pitched yesterday. Okay, so Tampa this entire series has pitched guys back-to-back, not even broke a sweat. No problems. Yesterday, it was Maton or whatever. He came in and pitched after pitching 35 pitches. And Wayne swore that, he pitched 35 the night before, gave up 5 runs. He's going to get slaughtered by the Angels. Nope, he got him 1, 2, 3. So just because you have a bad outing, just because you give up a run, just because you pitched the night before, you can't be used. Yet Hunter Strickland pitched yesterday, correct me if I'm wrong, and came out and pitched 2 innings tonight. My only gripe with the whole thing is, where the fuck was Estevez? Why didn't he come in? Again, he threw 18 pitches, did not pitch the night before. So why can't he pitch back-to-back? What is his major malfunction to where you can't pitch a guy back to back as a bullpen pitcher? I don't understand that. I've never seen it until Madden came into power, because before that, every other Angel team I saw had no problem pitching a bullpen guy 3 days at max. And 3 days, I agree. Hey, man, you can't go into a fourth night. I don't care how less of pitches he pitched per performance. But there's no Matt Moore. They're not pitching him back to back. You could have used him tonight. And I'm not saying hindsight is what it is, but Hunter Strickland has never been a setup or a closer in his career for this very reason. He has a very filthy slider, very filthy curveball, yes, and an effective fastball. The problem is he tends to hang some of those sliders. And what happened is Rosario did not miss one of those sliders that was hung. And he put it over the fence, and I was queuing up Buttercup as we spoke. And it was dejection in the Fox household as everyone just sat back and was like, God damn it, this is going to be another Buttercup. And my girl's like, Jesus, man, right when we got them by the balls. And then you go to the ninth inning, the first out, and you're like, crap, here we go again. But then Shonawell gets another hit. And they got a runner on base. He steals, goes to second, or he goes to second on the ground ball. You have a runner in scoring position. What is it? Rendon's up, and you got Neto at first base. And all of a sudden, or then they move up to second and third because they move Adele. I'm sorry, I'm mixing things here. I'm trying to catch it because there's a lot of changes. I'm sorry. So Shonawell got the hit. What's his name? Adele takes over, pinch runs, almost gets thrown out. I think had the first baseman just applied a phantom tag, he would have got him, but he caught the ball not thinking Adele was that far off the base. So then he steals for some reason on a 3-0. He's running. Neto walks, and then all of a sudden Adele heads up, takes third base, but you're still in the whole, hey, double play thing, and Rendon is not the fastest runner. So I was already, my butt cheeks were clenching. Everything was just, I was sweating. And then all of a sudden, Neto takes off, and he goes to second. You have second and third all of a sudden. And then Rendon comes through with a rocket to left. And I thought for sure they scored him. But when the camera panned down, Neto kind of froze because he thought it was, there was a chance for it to be caught. And instead of going full blast 100 miles per hour around the bases, he should have scored. Well, he comes in to score, slides ever so soon, or just a little bit tad too soon, and he drags his left foot too far instead of extending it, and it kind of got stuck. I saw the cleats get stuck in the dirt, and yes, that was the right call. He was out by about a half inch. Close play at the plate, and I'm thinking, crap, we got to go to extra innings. They walk Mike Nelson Trout. He's over at first base, and then right away, bam, to right field, Taylor Ward comes through with a huge RBI to push the Angels ahead. So Ward was like, okay, we didn't score that one with Neto. We'll get the run with me. And if I'm Tampa, and I think I'm kind of pissed off at myself that my manager decided to pitch to Ward, who Ward has been clutch with runners in scoring position this season and was last season before his injury. Not so much Mike Trout, but I would have loved to see Mike Trout get another opportunity. Anytime you can give that guy an opportunity to redeem himself, go for it. But the fact that they said, okay, we're scared of him, that's still a feather in his cap. And they scored the run, the big run. And before that, Wayne made a terrible call before the home run in the eighth inning. I almost missed talking about that. Again, I'm going on Wayne. So you had 2 outs and nobody on. There was a fly ball to center field, and Paredes, lined one. Mike Trout made a conscientious move to say, okay, it's either fight or flight. Do I try to make the diving catch? Does it get past me? Or do I just play it on a hop and let Strickland get the next guy? And right away, Wayne's like, well, he made the right decision. How do you know? I mean, because Trout was making that move, like, I'm going to lay out for this one. And he just at the last minute decided not to. Maybe because it was field turf. Maybe if that's in Anaheim or anywhere else that has grass, if it's in Great America Ballpark this weekend, maybe he dives for that one. So I'm not sliding Trout. It's just Wayne was like, oh, yeah, that's the right play. How do you know? Because what if to play devil's advocate, if Mike Trout reaches out and makes that diving catch, this game's over. This game's absolutely over. but Strickland hung that one, the next one to Rosario, and then bam, there you go. But then it doesn't matter now because what I described that happened, and it happened, and the Angels won the game 5-4. And going over the pitching one more time, you had 5 1/3, 2 runs, 7 hits allowed by Detmers, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. That's a key. Simber came in, got another hold, an inning and 2/3. He's been fantastic. 13 of his 22 pitches are strikes. Probably another 2 or 3 were robbed from him. He had 2 strikeouts again. Strickland finishes the line with a 2 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, 3 hits, 2 earned on the home run with 2 strikeouts. He threw 25 pitches in total, and he gets the win out of relief, taking the win away from Detmers. Now, for the lineup, what have we talked about this entire road trip? If they go 1 for 9, 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position, chalk up an L. It's over. They're going to take the loss. If you can get multiple hits with runners in scoring position, just 2 or 3, and go 3 for 8, 3 for 10, you're going to win the game. Well, guess what they did tonight? As a team, they went 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position. That's how you win. And 2 of those 3 hits with runners in scoring position came by number 6 himself. So number 6 went 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, 1 run scored, and guess what? He hustled his ass off, so I give him credit. 2 strikeouts, however, I'm going to ignore that. Mike Trout went 1 for 4, including the walk tonight. Taylor Ward had 3 more hits to raise his average to 312. Ohapi got a hit, but had 2 strikeouts. Hicks went on another poor performance by him and Moniak, both going a combined 0 for 8 with a strikeout. And then Renifo got the big double and RBI, so he makes up for that 1 for 4. Shonawell, thank you, Shonawell. Hopefully this launches you back into a decent hitter. Again, he wasn't trying to do anything spectacular. Just put the bat on the ball, and he got rewarded with 3 hits and 4 at-bats. Adele came in and got a big pinch run. A lot of hustle there. Sano came in, late defensive replacement at first base. And Neto went 1 for 3. Good at bat for him, plus adding a walk. And guess what else adds up to an Angel victory? 9 strikeouts or less, and that's what they got. No double-digit strikeouts in this one, and they finish with 9 and get the W. And as far as Tampa Bay with runners in scoring position, they used the Angels recipe and went 1 for 8, and that's why they lost. Lytle did give a good performance tonight. 3 runs on 8 hits through 5 2/3, 7 strikeouts. He was on point for some, for pitching pretty good, but he did get into a couple jams. The Angels could have gotten somewhere with that, but it is what it is. And the Angels, and here's the other thing too. One more key I want to point out, which I've been noticing but not highlighting, and I'm going to start highlighting it more as the season goes along. The fact that this year, there's a lot of things to look at and say, this is different, this is different, this is different. I see Ron Washington's hand on a lot of the differences on this team. Well, here's another one that I'm just starting to pick up, and I forgot to mention it the other night because it was the same as tonight. Even though they played 13 innings, they're forcing the opponent to pitch more pitches. See, last year the Angels were constantly, they had less batters than the other team. Like the other team had more batters faced by our pitchers than we did them. We threw way more pitches. I'm talking about 180, 190, 200 sometimes against certain teams. Look how many pitches we threw tonight. 137 to their 161. That has been happening almost the entire season with the exception of the first 2 games in Baltimore. They have pretty much won throwing less pitches. And even the games that they lose, they're still facing more pitchers and seeing more pitches than the opponent. That's good, and that's not taxing your bullpen. And that's also telling me that their bullpen, outside of a couple starters, and including some starters like Detmers and Tyler Anderson, are throwing consistent strikes. They're not having to overpitch. They're not having to throw too many pitches. And the bullpen is doing the same. And I really like that. The strikeout to walks or strikeout to balls ratio is really in a good spot for the Angels. So again, we don't have the sexiest of arms. We don't have, we have mediocre pitchers, yes, but Ron and this staff, Barry and Wright, are getting the most out of their players. And I think that is a super positive for this game and for the team moving forward. Now let's talk about the awards tonight. We're going to get into the John Stamos Player of the Game. This might shock a few of you, just maybe. The John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field. I can't believe I'm saying this. And I'm not going to give him like a whole bouquet of flowers yet. I'm going to give him like one of those ones that you get from 7-Eleven with a real like stale piece of chocolate by the stem. You know, the one rose you pay maybe $3.99 when you can't find anything else on a Valentine's Day night and you forgot what day it is and it's about 10 o'clock and you're late coming home from work and you got to get your girl something. Yeah, you're getting the 7-Eleven rose, but be lucky you're getting that right now, Mr. Number 6. And that's Anthony Rendon. Oh my goodness. Anthony fucking Rendon gets the Stamos. I don't even think I've ever said that since he's been an Angel. So Anthony Rendon, congratulations. This is your first John Stamos. And no, you can't bite it. It's not made out of chocolate, but you get a golden Stamos, my friend, because tonight you came through 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position, including a huge hit, and you scored a run showing hustle. And you did something that I haven't seen you do in a long time, probably since your Nationals day. You actually got your jersey from head to toe dirty, and you played clean defense. Great job by Anthony Rendon tonight. You absolutely earned that John Stamos Award for clutch performance as well. Great job. I know it's sacrilegious for me to even say it, but I had to do it, man. I've been putting this guy. He had 9 hits coming into last night's game in 4 games, and I was just like, nope, ignore. I just couldn't ignore tonight's performance. The Nacho Night Award goes to...
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
There's a couple players early that are closers and, or bullpen pieces or even starting players that eyebrows are being raised, like some free agents that signed that all of a sudden have 12 ERAs or 9 ERAs, and they're not getting the job done. That, their previous years, they're solid in whatever position or role that they have on the team. But for some reason, they are having a slow April, like your Brandon Drury's or other players like that. And you're kind of like raising an eyebrow. And well, for the Tampa Bay Rays, who are not stacked like they normally are, and they don't have those weapons like they normally do, a guy like Fairbanks has to be lights out to help them. But Pete Fairbanks takes his second blown save already, and he pitched 17 pitches out of 28 were strikes. It's not too bad, but he allowed 3 hits and 2 runs and 2 walks, getting lit up in 1 innings pitched. And Fairbanks hasn't looked, even in the time that he pitched last night, he didn't look all that great either. Maybe he's lost his mojo or he's off to a slow start. But if you're Tampa, do you look forward and you say, hey, man, if he's finishing out, the rest of the month of April and he has a few more opportunities to either hold games or save them and he's given us shit performances, is it time to turn the page if you're a Tampa Bay Ray fan and a Tampa Bay Ray organizational manager, skipper, whatever, to make a move on Fairbanks? Do you have to demote him to a mid-relief or, to try to get his head straight, give him some days off? He hasn't looked sharp at all. So, and he didn't look sharp in his little stint there in Anaheim too, when he tried to pitch in those games as well. So maybe something to think about if you're the Rays. But the Angels win tonight 5-4, a nice clean comeback. It's good to see finally. And before we get into the comments, not everybody's favorite, but we're going to do it anyway. We stooked them tonight, that's for damn sure. Let's get into those comments tonight as the Angels win 5-4 in a comeback fashion, first one of the year. No rally monkey to be seen, but hey, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. Yes, there's no doubt who gets the Stamos. We may be overpaying his ass, but he came through tonight. He sure did. He made us all scream, yeah. Also, I hate when it repeats like that. All right, and then let's see. Kevin says, "Damn it, I've got plans tonight and won't be able to participate. But damn, want to clutch? What a clutch night! Let's fucking go, light that fucking baby up." There you go. Yo, Todd, I got plans this evening. I wanted to chime in. Sorry, Kevin. Tony 2 comebacks.
John Stamos choked on me.
My butt is so clenched it looks like a vagina right now. Go Angels. You know what? Note to Randy, we need to make a shirt like that. Rendon for MVP. Oh, well, LV, you're way ahead of yourself on that one. Also tired of Renifo's stupid airs. Mo says, yeah, they're kind of bad. Also, a clutch fucking win. This team, win or lose, they play hard for Washington. We may just shock the baseball world. Now, let me focus on Eric's comment right there, because Eric is one of the most OG Angel fans I know, as far as being split down the middle. He calls it, he's like a realist of all realists. And for him to be positive, which I don't blame him at all, because he has been negative over the last couple seasons, but he's jaded because he's been frustrated. So for him to come out this early and be this excited and to be this, like, you know, having a positive spin on things, I love it. I love it, Eric. And I hope you can keep that mentality. And I hope the team earns your fandom. And because he is a true fan, he's a real true Angel fan. And I'm happy to see that he's happy tonight, because that's what it's all about, man. And when you can win back the fans that are so pissed or so frustrated or don't believe in the hype, and you can win them back with games like this, or just the way that they're playing, that's awesome. That's freaking awesome. That's what it's all about. We may not sweep, but we are going to win this series. Book it. I love it, Marty. I love it. You're honking your honk. He's been the consistent honk. Right now, he's the one getting on base and just honking his honk more than Rendon. Edwin says, light that baby up. Rendon is heating up. Man, he's in fuego right now. Hi, Todd. It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy. How you doing? She's over there on Facebook. For some reason, it just says Facebook user. So if you're on Facebook, you want to comment, just give us your name. Adele almost blew it again. He almost did, Kevin. Mateo says, Angels look patient at the bats in the ninth. And you notice how they're changing their mentality. I love that. If it's not working the first couple innings, let's switch it up. Let's do something different. And it's paying off. What's with Renifo messing up at second a few times? Oh, yeah, he was bad tonight. He could have been the GOAT tonight and not the greatest of all time. Hey, all, I won't be commenting much tonight. I'm sure everyone's going to be crying tonight. Grillmaster, you know I love you. I'm covering baseball again. This time, the Titans take on Arizona State. We're leading 5-0 in the bottom of the second. Let's go, Titans. Let's go, indeed. The Angels have played so well. The record is more deserving than 500. How about the play by Neto? Yes, Jack Chandler. He made some really, really good plays, and you know, he didn't get the one off the turf, but it didn't let him affect him. He got that play. I didn't even bring it up. They had a runner at second base. I believe it was a tying run with Simber pitching, and he made a nice diving catch up the middle, robbing the hit, and then having the mindset to just dive and put the glove close to second base. You could get injured that way, and he didn't care. He's that kind of grinder, dude. He's freaking awesome. Shop Girl says Angels versus Dodgers. I think if the Angels were World Series bound, Shop Girl, I think it would be versus Braves, because we know the Dodgers are going to fade out. Eric Wallace says, hey, Todd, what is up, Eric? Edwin says, I'm loving Ron Washington's small ball baseball. I love it, too. Dang it, R. Martinez says, Terry Smith got me all again listening to the radio. He fooled me with Ahmad Rosario's hit, a home run. Terry was too enthusiastic with a call. Yeah, he was probably like, that is long, that is high, that is deep. Out of here! Good win, and the Dodgers lost. Matthew McWilliams. Yes, Matthew McWilliams. That is awesome. Those powerful Nationals, the Nationals that their theme song is. They came out and took 2 of 3 at Chavez Levine while the Dodgers did this. So I love it. They lost 2 of 3 and a day game. Imagine paying all that money and the Dodgers lose 2-0 to the Nationals at home. As I said yesterday on your messenger, driving us to drink. Yes, you did, Dan. That is what this team can do. It clinches your butt cheeks and drives you to drink. The Mariners won today, 3 in a row. Now they've beaten up and they've softened up the Reds for us. Can the Reds recover at home, or do we take advantage just like Seattle did? Rally Chris says, ever since the ovation, Rendon has finally came alive. Oh, don't go there, Rally Chris. He never got an ovation. I was there. They booed him more than anybody stood up. Nobody stood up. That is some fake freaking Donald Trump news. That's for sure. It feels so bad that the air was changed on Rendon. Come on, he tried everything Renifo should have got to the throw. I know. Fabio says, once again, he had under 9 strikeouts for this team, and we won. Yes, sir. Matthew McWilliams says, also, Braves swept the Astros. I miss Ron Washington. Yeah, he's a big Braves fan. And, not having Strider, it kind of sucks for the Braves, but somehow, some way, I think they're either going to add somebody or someone's going to emerge on that staff. That coaching staff is really, really good. Oh, great. The Halos from the Great White North are checking in. Hey, Todd. How's it going, eh? Balls, and butt clinching comebacks. Yes, it was.
It's pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
Butt clinching comebacks. Also, Marty says Shonowell had a pregame nut rub. That's a way to go. He wasn't hesitant to get his bat out and make good contact. Whatever it was, it worked. M-Dog says, why am I honking for Tony? Oh, man. If you're honking your 2 bags as well. When Terry Smith comes on, Todd, tell his ass to calm his teeth when calling plays for the opponents when they're scoring. Daniel Jacobson says Rendon is the Golden State Most. He got it tonight for sure. M-Dog says Matt Moore for closer when. Well, I mean, he could have been used. Could have won this series today. Yes, we're stunning. Yeah, absolutely. Salvador Lopez says Rendon and Fuego. Also, Rendon is a jolly good fella, and no one can deny. Oh, geez, he's already showering him with beer. Rendon is finally starting to swing a good bat. Finally, let's see. Josue says Robert Stevenson out for the season. Are you serious? Is that breaking news? Because I didn't hear that. Oh. So the one guy we actually put like $1 million into, it's like pop goes the weasel. You're gone. That's his arm. Oh God, dude, Perry must have like the biggest migraines. I mean, you have to listen to drunken Artie all the time tell you it's unfinished business, and then you're like, well, okay, it's unfinished business. All right, Artie, I got this guy, and this guy. That's too expensive. Nope. It's like, oh man, I just did some stats searching. Fabio says the Angels are 8-1 this season when they strike out less than 10 times. There it is. Hunter Strickland is known for getting whooped by Bryce Harper. I do remember that. Also, Strickland had it going tonight as Estevez was warming up in the bullpen. They didn't mention that, so I missed that. Maybe that was on the radio. Adele doing his best to screw it up. He tried tonight, Marty. Daniel Jacobson says Rendon should have had the game-winning hit if not for Neto terrible slide. Yeah, dude, with your lead leg, I just want to focus in on that real quick. With your lead leg going to home, it should have been his right leg extension, and he should have been a little bit closer to the plate or inside the line instead of outside the line, because the catcher's not going to block the plate. But he was trying to think, okay, I need to go around him. But if you're going to do that, then you extend your left leg and you fold your right leg in. He did it backwards. I don't know if it was a mental fart or just inside of the, in the moment, because the his left leg, or his right leg, I'm sorry, dragged. No, it was his left leg. His left leg dragged, and it just dragged. The cleats got caught in the dirt, and he was tagged out. From one angle, it looked safe, and then I saw the other three. I'm like, yeah, he's out. Jack Chandler says Adele more than halfway to second and goes back. Yeah, he could have walked. Oscar says Rendon is taking us to the World Series. Wow, that is a huge honk right there. Rendon head first slide. Yeah, that was amazing. I haven't seen that kind of hustle for a long time. Fuck Fairbanks. Glad we paid that bitch back. Exactly. Also, they fucked us in Anaheim with those strikes. They sure did. Taylor Ward is the American League leader in RBIs. He sure is. He's playing a hell of a left field as well. Head first slide. Neto would have been safe. Rendon's slide was textbook. Absolutely. Breaking news. Jeff Fletcher tweeted, Robert Stevenson will miss the rest of the season with the elbow injury. They will have more on that tomorrow. What's there more to talk about, Riley? That's another kick in the balls, man. Another freaking kick in the nuts.
These nuts.
Can I just say it's nice to have Ward and healthy after last year's terrible injury? Yes, Mateo. We are most happy for that. Stevenson injury just makes me say,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
that means more Cisnero, more Luis Garcia. Yay! Jack says most guys wouldn't have the balls to come back after getting a shattered or having a shattered face, basically. And now Ward is smashing the ball. Exactly. Most guys wear face masks. James says balls, and Holy Rendon and Ward Batman. Yep.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Gee Willikers, Batman. It's Ward. After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Tampa Bay retains their challenge. Before they could finish celebrating, all two fans in attendance, Ward just went to right field with a game-winning hit. So that was pretty awesome. David Rosca says, Angels won. Hell yeah. Stevenson out for the season. Cue the Bally's intro. Hey, guys. I know it's Jack in the Box time, but Stevenson is done for the year. Marty says, have we seen the last of Hicks? Nope. He'll be hiccuping again. Benjamin says, why can't we have nice things? Because we're the Angels. Robot AIDS. Boy, I love that tag. Anthony Rendon is a gold. I don't know about that, man. Rego says Rendon. Also, Jason has Stamos for Washington. He might just get the gold. What is it? The Catella Chronicles Bicycle of the Year, man. That dude, he's already done more for this team managing than Asmus, than Smokin' Joe, and Numbnuts Nevin, and we're only, 18 games into the season? Something like that? Ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. Ron has been busy in the workshop putting these squeaky toys back together for postseason games. Man, he's doing magical things. Neto shortstop, what a gamer. Absolutely, Rego. Daniel says having Trout and Rendon help that because they are so good and working counts as far as getting the pitches seen. R. Martinez says, right now, I don't care about a record or standings, but like they said, they are playing and moving and gelling. Absolutely. Wonderful comment right there. Mateo was ready for the Buttercup. I was too. Believe me, I was queuing it up. Fabio says, Rendon. Yeah, I mean, it was even, I mean, it could have been like one of these nights too. Play it. That's like one of those ho-hum games, and then it could have been a Savage Garden night.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I know, but it's Savage Garden. You got to like Savage Garden, right? No? Either way, it just worked out, and we were all ready to be like Buttercup again. And
oh, shit. Here we go again.
Mo says, Reese Stevenson, we get him for another year at 1.5 million. My guess is that the team knew this might happen, giving that clause. Well, yeah, I knowing Artie, he's got some pretty good insurance. Mateo says 714 tickets, 714 tickets. And by the way, 714 tickets, use Halos in the infield when you call them, or when you just want to go online to their app and order tickets, you can get 10% off of one ticket, multiple tickets, however many, and for whatever you want to watch or see or attend. Balls, and number
Time
6.
for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Number 6. Hayes is praising Rendon. He says, Ren goat. This guy. Give Rendon a plastic rose. Bro, is this the first time? It sure is, Hayes. First freaking time. Salvador says he loves it right there. Also, Lakers fan says, shut up about Stevenson, folks. Let's celebrate this W. I agree, Lakers fan. Rego says that 2 hopper to second, he had him get the fuck out of here. Fell. Gifo fell. Also, I pray for a full season from Ward and Trout. Lakers fan says, sorry, I mumbled that last one. Leva says, Rendon likes baseball again, at least for now. You know, like maybe baseball's moved into his 4th favorite thing. Tony Teabag gets a rose made out of sack skin. That's pretty good. Resurrected Rendon. RR. Lissy Hayes says Renifo right there. Okay. The Ron Washington effect in Rendon. There you go, Jay. Also, Mario says, I can't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, Todd. Rendon gets a Stamos Award. Yeah, that's pretty shocking. We won, all right. Yes, better. We sure did. Detmers times Simber is a deadly combo. Boy, I'm liking more and more Simber I see. Let's fucking go. Rendon for the Stamos. Leva likes that. The Rays sort of were able to read. I fell for that one again. Like I should have been more careful. Nachos should go to Hicks. They should, but Hicks gets nachos for sure. Oh, you guys wanted Hicks for that. Okay. I used to hate it, but I'm on board with the Stuka song. Want to hear it every day, Mario says. There you go. That's how I kind of was too. I had never heard that song before Dan started saying, you got to play it. You got to play it. And then I started playing it a little bit last year, and I'm like, it's pretty catchy. It's a good little vibe. I used to play it on the way out after a victory. Taylor Ward, Comeback Player of the Year award. Way too early, Mateo. But if he puts up a nice year, why not? You know what I mean? Dano's defense, holy shit, did you see that play? Unassisted double play. That was amazing, Dan. Eric is the new Roger Lodge honk. No. He knows his shit. He knows where to put it. That's what she said. But the thing is that he's a realist. So I give him a lot of credit for that. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Grillmaster says. Jason Hess says Neto's D is making up for his O. And we want his O to get going, man. Thanks for the props, Todd. I really appreciate the effort I see under Ron. There you go, Eric. And also, team ain't winning 75 games with how bad 5 through 9 has been. AC, I will say that is a weakness that needs to change. And if it does, again, we're not saying this is going to be murderous row or anything, the great Yankees of the 90s, but they're going to be a pesky team that maybe we can be that Tampa Bay Rays team with, guys that people don't know outside of Anaheim that'll start to say, who's this Neto guy? Who's this Ohapi catcher? He's not bad. Who's Taylor Ward? I've never heard of him. Like I thought the Angels were supposed to, that's what I want the rest of the league to look at the Angels as when the Angels, if they consistently win or give teams trouble, I want them to be like, damn, I thought they were supposed to suck without Ohtani. I want the Angels to be competitive. And if they're doing that, that's going to be fun. Angels win. Dodgers take the loss. Amazing night. Yes, it is. Dude, Nevin. My name's Ron. Nevin. Imagine if we were honking here. Imagine the honking on the Angels flagship station. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to honk on our network. And yes, the honks were started by Marty, by the way. He's our resident honk on this thing. If they wouldn't have scored, Estevez would have come or been in. Okay, I think that was Nancy. Does Adele have Vaseline on his ass? That's why he keeps sliding off the bases. That's just disgusting.
How dare you?
Also, Edwin says a small ball is what real baseball is about. It reminds me of Mike Scioscia small ball. Oh, can you believe how long it's been since Scioscia hasn't been here? Oh man, it seemed like talk about taking a guy for granted. Now, again, the last 2 or 3 years were kind of contentious with the organization and with certain coaches, even certain he got into it with Rod Carew. So you had certain beefs, Scioscia wasn't buying into the whole analytics, trying to rear its ugly head back at that day and that time. But he needed to change with the game and he didn't. But my whole point is it was a wonderful time when he was here and we knew what we had with him. And I think as we learn Ron, we're going to know what we have with him. And that's something special after having so much shit for so long. Rendon getting a Stamos. Cue the what the hell is going on around here? That's what I should have played after that. Angels versus Nationals in the World Series. There you go, R. Think about it. Eric says they battled last night for 14 or 13 innings, took the loss, came back and battled to end tonight. This would have never happened under the asshats that came before him. Exactly. Todd, do you like Ron Washington going out to talk to pitchers instead of Enright? I like the way that they go back and forth, and it just depends on the situation. And I like the fact that when Ron goes out there, it's not always a hook. It's just a, hey, man, we can do this. Give him a pep talk, pat him on the back. or even have your hand on his shoulder and be like, like you got this, like believe in yourself. And he just tells them all the right things. Man. Edwin says, like that heads up play from Shonawell Steele, and then when they didn't call time, that was smart too. I forgot about that. Robert Stevenson is going to be out for the remainder of the season with elbow injury, emotional damage. Yeah, that's for mostly Perry.
Emotional damage.
Do you think Ron Washington told Rendon about getting his back going? No, not really. It's too early for phones. We're almost done here. So Ohtani went a fantastic 3 for 4 with a stolen base with the Dodgers today, and they still lost 2-0. Salvador says, "Are the Dodgers wasting Ohtani's Hall of Fame career?" That's a good one too. I like that, Salvador. See, that might go in the running for that Stein on Friday. We're going to be giving away a Halos. I got to show you guys that tomorrow. Remind me. I'll bring the Stein out here to see what you guys can win. Basically, it's the best comment of the week. We've been starring them, and whoever has the best comment, we're going to pick it out, and you're going to get a free beer mug Stein with the Angels on it shipped right to you. It's solid glass. It's the real deal. Little Wayne says Washington has lit a fire under Rendon and it has worked. I never thought you can get to him. You know what I mean? And he has. We are all honking our horns, Jason says, but Lytle had his splitter up our asses, pitched 100 pitches. He sure did, but they worked through it. Halos of the Great White North say Rendon look alike. He's got something to prove this year, eh? Tommy says, guys, we are blessed to have Reed Detmers. Yes, we are. He is our ace unofficially. AC says, don't look at Ronaldo Lopez stats unless you want to paint your ceiling red. Oh, snap. Rendon will be out tomorrow for a bad bruise because he slid at home. 5 runs and 12 hits. Not bad, Mateo says. Also, Tommy says, how did Ron make Rendon relevant again? Ha ha ha. Have no idea. If you ever see the post-game interviews with Erica, have you noticed Ward always trying to riz her up or look her up? Yeah, I have seen that. His ears kind of like, because he's got those big ears that can kind of do the Dumbo thing a little bit. So he kind of gives it away that he's feeling a little freak coming on. Artie's never spending money on a pitcher again with Stevenson news. And that's sad because he only spent $1 million. Balls, and Tio Tony. Yes, we don't have to play the suck again.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Tio Tony. Daniel also says Steven is probably out more than this year with an injury. Yeah, it's been confirmed. Let's see. Arizona State scores their second run of the game here, 6-2. Thank you for the update, Grillmaster. We're all on pins and needles. Todd, can you play the Buttercup for the Rays blown save? No, we only play that song when we do it. So can't play it for the opponent teams. It's bad juju. AC says, why was Ohapi swinging for the fences with guys in second and third? I don't know. That's some of his rookie, stuff that he's going to battle through. At some point, he's going to wait for the pitch to come down a little bit and not try to drive the ball. But he's got it in him. He'll be good. Balls, and being kicked in them. Jeez.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Kicking the balls. Do the Angels have the potential free agents take a physical, or is this cost too much for Artie? I think that might be the latter. I think they might be like, are you okay? Yeah. Do you feel fine? Yeah. When you get poked by something, do you bleed red? Yeah. Are you breathing now? Yeah. You're signed. You're hired. You're good. I don't have to do nothing. No, you're fine. You're good. I believe you. Marty says Trout looks like he's really enjoying being a big kid on campus again with Ohtani gone. That could play a part in it. Like he realizes he's a big man on campus. Who was playing the stupid 80s song yesterday? Oh, that was one of our friends from Instagram. That guy's a supposedly Angel Dodger fan, but he's more Dodgers. So can we have a Roger Lodge? Well, let's talk about this game. He's like, well, the game is now 4-3 Tampa. Strickland came in, but we're going to get ready to talk about on the Sports Lodge on AM 830 tomorrow about UCLA basketball, the WNBA draft, the war in Russia, and then we're going to sprinkle in the election 2024, and then my time riding my bike down to Catella, and my time on Full House with John Stamos when I had an appearance wearing a Yankees jersey. and then we'll talk about the Angels comeback. But in between all of those great hot takes, and those are the top 5 at 5, we're going to play the home run over and over by Mike Nelson Trout. Did you know Mike Nelson Trout was a first-round pick by your Angels? Do you know he was the only guy at the MLB Network? Did you? Shut up. Moving on. Grillmaster is still here, eh? Yes, he is. Also, Dan Rio says, think drunk Artie saw the victory and was he sober? No, he was gone by the 5th inning. Who's Mike Trout, Mateo says. Also, Demetrio says, I want to honk so bad, but I know I shouldn't. It's bad. You could go blind. Honkity honk honk. Giovanni says, I don't care. He's going to honk his honk anyway. Just don't do it in public because that will get you. Where is it?
He gone.
Balls in the weird turf at Tropicana Field. That's for sure. Apparently, Wayne said the Angels took early work today. That's amazing. Fairbanks, ball 4, ball 8. Ball 12, bases loaded. Yeah, that was not a good performance by him again. But
Ball 4, ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Can we do trivia this year? Yes, we are. We're getting to that, my friend. We are. balls, and tight buttholes. Jeez. Oh, does Ward want to give Erica his big bat? Boing. I love it. You guys are coming up with the sound bites before I could even get to them, man. That is amazing. I didn't put that one in the top one, so you'll just have to go with my boing. For the love of Pete, can we sign Bauer? He's asking for the league minimum. He's blackballed, my friend. Welcome to the news. Nope, we're not going to read that one. Let's see. Also, Mateo, we got to help Todd and the boys tell our friends to subscribe so they get those 1,000 subs. Thank you, Robert. Yes, the more and more we get, the better. Grill's a hoser. Rendon finishes his baseball career by winning a Stamos. Tells Sam Blum it's the pinnacle of his career, and he's out of here. Rally Chris says, where is Big 20 and his update on his V card honking? I think he was going to do that party tonight, or is it tomorrow if I'm wrong? Maybe it's tomorrow. There's just so much going on with that guy. Just got to breathe in between honks. You mean these? Let's see. I know it's early, but did we win? Did this win save the season? It did, and it's got us in a new mindset.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Exactly. We're 9-9, so it's 0-0, baby. We're gonna season opener tomorrow. Watch for the planes that you can't see from the dome fly over at 10 in the morning. So there's all the comments here. Call in 714-598-3221. 598-3221 is the number to call if you want to talk in. Mario says if we get another starter to go with Detmers. Oh, let's see who this is. It's the Halo Honk line.
2 dicks in my ass, 3 dicks in my ass, 4 dicks in
Oh boy, you got to love it. Let's go. If we get another starter and Detmers and Anderson can stay consistent along with the bullpen, we can be a thorn in the side of other teams, especially if the young position players keep maturing. Absolutely, it's all about coming together as a team, and they're doing it. And you got to start somewhere, right? Todd is if the Angels sneak into the playoffs, can Ron take us to the show? Well. You saw what happened with Bochy last year. I have to think that in a way he doesn't have the titles, but he has the experience being to 2 World Series. I know Bochy's been to several. I want to say he's been to 5 and won 4. So I believe Bochy has a pretty good record and he knows his shit. And I think second, if there's a 1A, it's Bochy. And if there's a 1B on current managers, it's probably Ron Washington. But look what Bochy fell into last year. Texas was already built. You know what I mean? And then with the Giants, what he did there and what the organization did. So what was Papa Fox saying after this win? He actually, I'm going to block that number at some point here. I got to figure out how to block it on here because now he's just starting to get annoying. Because one thing to play the one thing, and then it's like, all right, there we go. So got that blocked. He's probably going to call him with another number. Is there well, my dad was basically happy. He went to go do dishes because he's like, well, I mean, do dishes at your dinner, blew another Steve. And all of a sudden, what happened? What happened? And he's all like, into the game again. So is there an in-season tournament we can be like the NBA? You know what, Robert? I still don't think we'd make the in-season tournament. We'd be like the Brooklyn Nets, still on the outside looking in. It's the Halo Honk line.
Todd, I'm here in the AM830 booth. Roger Lodge has got me trapped here for the past couple of days since the home opener. He saw me and he was like, Vetter, you're Artie's son, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, come here, son. I said, all right. I said, I'm going to show you Artie's special room.
Oh,
I've been stuck here. Please get me out of here, Todd.
So basically he tricked you with a white van, not the AM830 van, a white van and some candy.
Yeah, he did. I've been stuck here at the stadium. He's got me on the top of the big A.
Well, you're on the A train. That means you lost your V card faster than Big 20. That's crazy.
I did. He said, you want to see the big A turn upside down? I said, no. He flipped it upside down.
He's all, you can put your halo over this one.
He did. He said, you want to see my little halo honk?
Oh, okay. Okay,
no,
yeah.
No, he showed me.
Well, with a picture of Artie right now I could picture him saying that. No, that's no bueno. How you been, Vetter? It's been a long time.
I've been good. This team actually makes me have some hopium in this team. I'm honking my horn all the way down Catella. Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want.
You are.
I don't sleep on my halos on 2024.
Well, it's good to hear your voice, man, and it's good to hear the fact that the Angels are winning.
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you.
Yes.
I mean, it could happen, but I hope they don't fall. We do this every beginning of the year, but I trust Ron Washington to be better than Nevin and Brett Osman and whoever else we've had, Joe Madden.
Well, even if this team wins,
yeah,
because even if this team wins 74, 76 games, they're going to be a competitive 74 and 76 games, that they win. They're not going to be a team that's going to be like Numbnuts Nevin, where it's like they don't even look like they're ready to play that day. I mean, there was games last year where just like you could tell in warmups or in the first inning, yeah, they're going to get skunked tonight. So it's refreshing, man. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a different team. I know we say this every year, but I feel like without the media attention of Ohtani, and this team's playing as a team and not just, Ohtani's the face of the team. This team is the Angels. It's not Ohtani and the Angels. It's the Angels, which is great. So hopefully with less media attention that we start to win and these young guys play without being underneath the bright lights of Ohtani. So hopefully, because number 17's gone, we start to win.
Yep. Well, I appreciate the call, Vetter. Good take. Call back again, man. We'll see you at a game. Let me know when you're going to be there, bro.
Yeah, I will. All right.
All right.
See you later.
That's Vetter, the illegitimate son of one Artie Moreno. How dare you put Madden in the top 3? Hopefully Roger ain't giving it to him in his big A.
Emotional damage.
Mario said he lost his B card. Christian says Trout's being a beast. He sure is. Giovanni says I'm honked up right now. Oh, man, Todd, 100% correct that last year's at least this year, most games it's going down to the wire and not over after 5 innings, and we see Brett Phillips coming in the pitch. That's true. So there's your comments right there. Let me quickly get into the scoreboard and check out what we got going on tonight. Tonight it's all finals because it's a getaway day for most teams as they switch up different matchups for tomorrow or playing on Friday. Some teams get the day off tomorrow. Hold on a minute. We have a phone call. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Sparky, how are you?
Is this Terry?
It's the one and only Terry Smith calling you today. And boy, really enjoyed that ball game today. What a dinger.
You know what, Terry? I really feel for you and Mark and being trapped in that van because it's only going to get hotter. Does that van finally have AC, or does Rufus come by with the ice in the bucket?
Well, I'll tell you what, Hud. I feel for me
It's
alone
Todd.
in this van. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
That's a masturbation joke. I thought I'd
Okay, I got it late.
Hey, I heard some comments a little earlier about me getting a little too over enthusiastic about the opponent.
Yeah, I mean, you don't travel with a team, so I mean, I know you're trying to lighten it up and everything, but what is so bad? I mean, how come you do give a little real good shade to the other team?
Well, I really just try to bring more and more excitement to the game. But I just wanted to go ahead and let everyone out there who have that opinion about me that I'm right here at the AMA 30 van, and you can suck it.
Damn, Terry.
Suck it hard and suck it all night long. These nuts. I tell you there. And even you could name it, flip it around, and, put it back in and save it for later. Caress it, make love to it, marry it if you want to.
Terry,
But
this is
just make sure you call me home for dinner.
This is
when it's all said and done.
This is a family show. Don't go all crooked like your teeth, okay?
How dare you?
Oh boy, sorry about that. Hey, I had a couple of you said family show. I kind of cleaned up my jokes and kind of making sure that they're family friendly because I had a couple of nuns get really upset with me on a show at the Laugh Factory in Covina, California, and they told me to clean it up or else I can't come back. So really want to try some new ones. I'll see if you guys like them.
Well, before you do, are you sipping on Kettle One? Is it Spritz o'clock?
It's Spritz o'clock, my friend. You know what else spritz, Todd? When the guy who said that I'm a little over enthusiastic, it spritz quite a bit when you play with it down there, pal.
Just get to the jokes. Come on.
Spritz all over the place.
Okay, just get to the jokes, please.
All right, here we go.
Would say that again?
Is butt cheeks. Wow. Did you not get it the first time, Todd?
No, there was a soundbite that played over it. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart? Hey, if you eat aluminum, will you sheet metal?
Grill Master will be proud on that one. Go ahead.
You like that one? Oh, wow. You compared me to the Great Grill. I really appreciate that.
Well, that's the thing that you have in common. So,
hey, I bought powdered water the other day.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know what to add to it. I hear crickets. Hey, the words "do not touch" must be a scary thing to read when you're reading in Braille.
Okay. What's the count, Terry?
So Lisa Sparks entered the Guinness Book of World Records for satisfying 919 men in less than 22 hours.
Interesting.
Boy, that's a lot of sandwiches. Well, I'm glad, Todd, I got you with the last one there. I'm going to have to scrap those other ones. That's why we're here, right? I just kind of fling them out there up against the wall, see which one sticks. Kind of like what sticks up against the wall after my friend over there plays with it. What's his name?
Better.
Give me his name, Todd. I have a van with a full tank of gas, and I'll go head down to wherever he's at. You want a piece of Terry, you let me know.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm all uppity. The Angels have been winning, and I'm really, really excited. And I think I'm having high testosterone levels going right now.
I do sense that you're you're very well worked up tonight. So, I mean, what do you usually do when you have to leave, though?
Leave where?
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't leave it. Well, when you get off the phone, what's your catchphrase?
Well, when I get off the phone?
Yeah.
Well, I say, it depends on what you want. You want trout of here or out of here?
Oh, well, since Trout hit a home run, let's hear the Trout here.
Trout takes a swing, and this one's lifted into center field. And it's past the warning track, and this ball is out of here. You could put a halo over this one and put that stupid-looking electric halo thing on his head when he comes back into the dugout there. I don't know what that's all about. Boy, I'm really on one. I think I need a cup of coffee, Todd.
You do. You've had too much. It's way past spritz o'clock.
Yeah, you got that right, Dick.
It's Todd, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's your Dick Enberg person.
Yeah.
Hey,
we look alike.
You have yourself a great night, Todd. It was nice talking to you. Hey, thank all you guys out there and that one fellow out there. Second, I'm out of here.
The great Terry Smith checking in. Never a dull moment on this post-game show. Terry saved me. I'm stuck on the top of the big A. Jeez. Where was I? Oh, there's another call. It's the Halo Honk line.
It's Supra.
What's up, Supra? How you doing, my man?
Not bad. I don't know if you saw my comment, but I never thought I would see Rendon slide like that, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he really wanted to score, which is something he hasn't been wanting to do ever.
All right. But what I'm going to say is, what was I going to say? Rendon, if he plays for the full season, I don't care what he hits or how good or bad he is. If he plays at least 130 games, I'll eat crow, okay? I'll never talk shit about him again. And that's being very generous, but if he does, then I'll be very I'll never talk shit about him again.
No, I'm totally with you, man. I wasn't expecting him to play 81 games, and he's only missed 1 or 2 games so far.
Yeah.
So he's on pace to hit 130, 140. So you and me might be eating crow, dude.
Oh yeah. All right, Mike Trout. If he hits 50 homer, I think he's gonna hit 50 if he stays healthy. Maybe even 60.
Yeah, he could.
I don't know.
He'll have 90 RBIs, but
man.
Yeah.
90 RBIs. Yeah, that's not very good.
Yeah.
Oh man, Dodgers are disappointing, man. Sometimes they remind me of 23 Angels. They don't score, pitching letting us down. Whatever.
Yeah, and you could look at that lineup, and they have a ton of good hitters on that team. So they should be, like Bet said, it should be the World Series for everybody, but they're just not hitting, and their pitching is whatever. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Supra sounds like he needs to get laid. Shut the fuck up, man. You're desperate.
I love it. So you know it's all love, Supra. You know that. You got a fan right there. But all right, man. Well, give me some more of those stats, because you pulled up some really crazy stats from StatCast last year, and I enjoyed that. So if you can pull up some stats like on the Angels, I'd appreciate that when you got some time.
Oh yeah, so Reed Detmers right now. I was actually checking Reed Detmers' stats, and if he continues this, I think he would finish at least top 5 in the Cy Young voting. But it's kind of early. But he was like 90 percentile in like a lot of like the run values, like 80, 90 percentile. It looks much different from last year's.
Yeah, he looks like a totally different pitcher, dude. So I could definitely see that winning. I think he's gonna get at least 18 or 19 wins this season.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but like Nolan Shaniel, bro, like I don't like. What the fuck is wrong with these rule makers, bro? Should have been a hit. I feel bad for him now. He looks in the slump, like a huge slump.
Yeah, he's been in a huge slump, but he did get 3 hits tonight, so hopefully he got going, he got past it, because it is a mental thing. But I appreciate the call, Supra, and we'll talk. Are you going to be on tomorrow? Because I think our post game is going to be a little bit late since it's an early day game, and I'm going to be at work.
Maybe not. I don't know. I have school too, so
all right.
Never know.
Well, there you go. Well, good luck to you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, see
All
ya.
right, brother. Later. That's super right there. Let me get into the scores real quick. Marlins defeat, or actually Giants defeat the Marlins 3-1. Orioles over the Twins 4-2. Damn, another call. It's a Halo honk line.
Hey, what's up, Todd? It's Demetrio, bro.
What's up, Demetrio? How you doing, man?
Good. Just wanted to call, quick call. Wanted to say sorry about all those butthole comments. It's just, it's just you guys keep posting this funny shit, and I just piggyback off of it, man.
No, it's cool. You never have to say sorry, dude. That's what keeps the show going, dude. I love it.
Right on. And just a couple quick comments. I agree with the guy that called before, the Terry Smith guy. Ohtani being out of here does feel a little refreshing. I feel like the team feels released, for lack of a better term.
They're able to
I feel
honk
like
their
they're
honks.
free.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go there, then yeah. But yeah, I feel like the Angels are playing some relaxed baseball. I mean, next man up style of baseball. I know we're only 9-9, but it's better than 3-15. So I'll take it. I'll take 9-9 any day.
Yeah, me too. And especially the way they're playing, you don't have to look at it and be like, well, that's a loss. Maybe when we face a pitcher like Corbin Burns again, we give him the 1-4 and we actually beat him. You never know. I'm not going to doubt this team like I was last year when it was past the 5th inning. It's like we're not chasing wins, but this year's different.
For sure. And that Terry Smith guy that calls in, man, that guy is funny. That guy's so funny, man. I can't stop laughing when I listen to him. But that's all I got today. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too, Demetrio. Thanks for the call. All right. So there's Demetrio checking in right there. Well, let's get into a few more of these scores. Mets beat the Pirates 9-1. Padres lose 1-0. With that offense, only 5 hits. The Rangers win their 3rd game in a row. They beat the Tigers 5-4. The Braves beat the Astros. The Astros are now 6-14. Good God. It's the Halo honk line.
Hey, Todd, it's Eric Ward, man. How you doing?
What's going on, Eric?
Hey, man, I just wanted to call in. I to defend my honor of being compared to the great Roger Lodge. That could be considered fighting words, depending on who you're talking to.
Bro, if I was called out like that, you best believe I'm dropping gloves.
Hey, man, I just want to call really quick and say, man, and I really think, and again, we're only in April, but we've all watched the games. This team plays for Washington, man. You can see it in the attitude. You can see it in their fight. I'm not saying they're going to be, in the playoffs this year, but it would not surprise me if they continue to play like this and, they make some roster moves, maybe go out, add another arm to the rotation, maybe add another bullpen piece now that Stevenson's going to be out. This team could actually, who knows, they may do something. And, you can really see they respond to Washington. And, I've seen some interviews with him and, he's very candid, man, where he straight up said, if you're not part of the program, your fucking ass is out of here.
Yeah.
And that's what they need, man.
Yeah. He's had some press conferences or even after some of these games where I'm like, damn, I haven't heard an Angels manager talk like that since before Socha. I think Terry Collins was the last guy I heard that was pretty much straightforward and not afraid to ruffle feathers.
I mean, when Canning got shelled over the weekend, it was hilarious after the game, his post-game comments where they asked him straight up, why do you think he got hit so hard? Well, he left the ball over the middle. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Next question. What happened to Shanwell? Well, he got a contusion on his testicles. Anyway, man, I may want to keep this under 90 seconds, so I just want to call in and just defend my honor, man.
Well, you know where you stand with me, man. You ain't in the Roger Lodge Halo honk stuff right there. All I'm saying is that I just love the fact that you're actually positive, because I know it's been frustrating for you, man, and I feel you. You know?
Big time. That's it. Look at the game last night. It went 14 innings. Lost a fucking heartbreaker.
Yep.
Come back tonight. Blow the fucking lead. Come back again in the fucking top of the 9th, man. I said this team would not have done that last year.
Oh yeah, they would.
Or under Madden, all the way back to Asmus. There's no fucking way, man. They would have folded.
Oh yeah, they would have been packing their duffel bags with their helmets and gloves, and already in the 13th inning, they would have been done, or the 9th inning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Madden would have had his joint rolled up, waiting for him at the fucking, at the airport, ready to roll.
Yeah, he was gonna be like, we got to find out what the next adventure is, kids.
You know, and even last night too, the fact that, you know, they were bunning over runners from second. You know, people could complain about it, but hey, man, he's playing the odds to fucking win the game, man, instead of just trying to swing for the fences. And that's all numbnuts fucking Nevin would have had his guys doing last year, is swinging for the fucking fences and extra innings when you got a guy on second base to kick the inning off.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So, and then, you know, it's, you know, I don't expect much this year, but any improvement, you know.
Absolutely, dude, and we'll take it because I think this year is going to set up next year. So,
and the season starts tonight.
It sure does. It sure does.
All right, Todd. Hey, man, take care, dude. Right?
You too. Thanks, Eric. Later.
All right, later.
All right, that's Eric Ward right there, defending himself right there. The Royals played 2 today and beat the White Sox in game 1, 4-2, and then also losing to them 2-1. And then you had the Yankees defeat the Blue Jays 6-4. The Nationals beat the Raiders. I'll take one more. We'll take one more call. Damn. It's the Halo Honk line. Uh-oh. I think I know who this is. Hello? Somebody's sleeping. Hello? Artie. Arturo. Oh, hello? Okay. That was the Halo Honk line. That was Arturo Moreno, and he was rocking out to that song that goes forever, I guess, and he was snoring. So, all right, we get our Arturo Moreno update right there. Nationals 2, your Raiders nothing as they lose at home. The Athletics win again, 6-3. They are 8-11. The Cubs defeat the Diamondbacks 5-3. The Mariners complete the sweep of the Reds. The Reds are 9-9 as well. The Phillies defeat the Rockies 7-6, and the Cleveland Shitfucks lose to the Red Sox 2-0. The Shitfucks actually have a really good record. Before they lost today, they were 12-5. So they're 12-6 now. So they are using that really, really stupid looking logo to their advantage for whatever reason they're winning. Again, that is something. Look, Randy, I suck at designing. At my suckiest, that would be my best, production as a logo creation. There was a board of people, including Major League Baseball, that were like, yep, there it is. That is the logo for Cleveland. That is fire. That is going to sell merchandise. That is the shittiest logo I have seen in professional sports. I mean, that makes some WNBA logos look fantastic. It's, oh my God. It's crappy. Artie is riding the white pony or he's snorting some white stuff off a stripper's butt. That's all I'm going to say. So with that being said, we'll end it here. I appreciate all the phone calls, everyone chiming in. What a win for your Angels tonight as they defeat the Tampa Bay Rays and go for the series win. They at least earned a split, but we want that win because we haven't won a series since the Marlins series. So let's get her done. Let's do it for Ron. I think that should be the battle cry. So remember, make your comments the best moving forward, and you can get in the running to win this week's prize, which this week's prize is that Angels beer mug Stein, the German Stein for your beer the next time you watch a game. We want you, whoever wins it, to pour a beer in it and tag us. And then we're going to have a new fresh prize next Friday. Every week we'll be giving away something. And then, yes, Mateo's been wanting it. We're going to do some trivia at some point. So we'll get that going as well. So for Todd Fox and Randy producing, check out One Jets Pod. Check out Catella Chronicles with should I, Randy? No, you got to call in next show. We're bouncing, man. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the calls. So for everybody here, have a good night. See you on the flip side. Late post game tomorrow.